I would say better late than never, but nah. Right. Well, let's get this sorted. I can see that people were already waiting for the stream, and I think they've left now. So apologies to Peter and Brian. Very sorry about that. It's just been one of those days. Well, no, it's been a nice day. I've been a little bit busy today, which is a rarity. Right, let's get this stream. No, go away. Oh my god, leave me alone. There we go. All right. And Brian says still here. Yeah, apologies about that, Brian. I'm not sure if anyone saw the. Well, it was late me getting an explanation video up as well. So yeah, apologies for that. Thank you for sticking around though. I don't know why you did, but I do appreciate it. And welcome, James. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's been a good day actually. We watched The Lighthouse as well, which I tried watching the other day, but I just couldn't get into it, and then watched it again. And but we won't get into that. I hope everyone's had a good day. I think I'm going to be getting my Cloudwater package tomorrow, according to UPS. But we're not here to talk about Cloudwater. And yeah, there's no information in the description. I forgot to do that. God, it's been a bit of a shit show for this channel. So once this has gone live, I will modify the description. I've tried and failed with The Lighthouse a couple of times. Yeah, I mean, I can't remember the director's name, but The Witch was such a good film. And The Lighthouse had good atmosphere. It was beautifully shot, well paced, but I don't know, it just annoyed the shit out of me, I think. It's one of those ones where I think I'd probably have to, now I've watched it, have a little bit of a read up on it, see what I could have missed or misinterpreted or just completely gone over my head, and then rewatch it again just to see if I could pick anything up. But yeah, I was a little bit disappointed and upset actually, because I said The Witch was such a good film. But hey ho, it is what it is. The Seagull Battery, yes. Now that was a standout scene. That was quite entertaining. Davos says, happy beery birthday. Thank you very much. Ironically, I've not touched a drop of alcohol so far today, but hopefully we'll make up for that. So, before I get into it, what charity should I sort of shout out? Let's go all-encompassing, the Mental Health Foundation, because it's a big message going forward on this channel in regards to mental health. I won't get bogged down into details because we're doing it all the time, but yeah, it's something that we should discuss. And I will actually be doing a bit of a follow-up video to the men's mental health video that I did earlier in the week by doing a women's focused one, just for balance, really. Because yeah, I'm not one of these people who sort of like goes, oh, there's a war on men. I mean, in some instances there are like the court, like the child courts and things like that, but we're not going to get bogged down on a beer review. But yeah, I don't want to be, misrepresented as one of those sorts of people. And I've actually taken down my don't tread on me flag, because I want to put some photo, like pictures up, though you'll never be able to see them on video because I've got no real way of filming over there, but we'll sort that out. It's just for aesthetics. So, as I said yesterday, and as the title suggests, we're looking at two different beers today. First up, we've got Rise and Shine from Black Iris. Beautiful artwork as per from Kev Gray. And this is a coffee milk stout, clocking in at 5.2% ABV, which is brewed with oats, lactose, and coffee beans. And the coffee comes from Outpost Coffee. So there we go. I think I put them in the description because I like to shout out the other people involved in these beers. And then we've got, now I've heard a lot of good things by Rob and Adam about this one, and this is the Macchiato from Finback, which is a stout with coffee and caramel, and that's at 8% or 8.5%, is that? Yeah, I can't really see that. You won't be able to see that because the picture quality won't be that good. But yeah, look at that label. Fantastic. I mean, look at both of these labels. They just look like absolute wonderful, wonderful beers. So we'll get straight onto it because I know I'm quite behind. So there we go. We've got our two glasses, as similar as I could get. In the north glass, we're going to put the Rise and Shine. Oh, a little bit of a oozage. So we'll pour that as sensibly as we possibly can. Just going to pour both beers. And then we'll do, not a side by side. But yeah, I hope everyone's had a good day and is having a good week. It's nearly over. Thursday already, I can't believe it. Oh, there we go. Wow. You can tell already there's a bit of a difference with how they both poured. So, there we go. So we've got both beers. There's not much in it in terms of colour. The Macchiato has a bit of a darker head. Both are pretty much jet black in the glass. This seems to be pouring a little bit more thicker and viscous. Let me just make sure I've got live chat on and not top chat. There we go. Swipe that beer off the screen. But yeah, both looking very nice. So we'll start off with the lower ABV one from Black Iris. Not sure who provides the coffee for Finback in their Macchiato. If I do find out any information, I'll put it in there when I update it. Looks like a more tan head. It does indeed, doesn't it? I mean, well, that head's pretty much gone already. And the Macchiato, yeah. And yeah, it's got like an oil slick look in it, looking down. I won't be able to show it, obviously, on camera without spilling the beer everywhere. So let's see what Rise and Shine is like. Looks good. Get a sort of hint of tobacco. A very, I'd say, bitter coffee aroma. A little bit earthy. I'm saying a little bit more earthy. I haven't compared the two yet. Yeah, it's got that sort of like sweet porridgey, oaty sort of aroma coming through as well. Very subtle, sweet roasted malt. Smells really nice. Nice, gentle and rounded. So we'll go over to Finback. I mean, that just looks like it's a bigger, well, bigger than 8% ABV stout, doesn't it? Rocking the beer back and forth. So we'll see what we get on the nose with this one. Oh, this has got more like of a, you've dipped a chocolate like covered wafer biscuit, blue riband, just for an example, and you've dipped it into coffee. You get a subtle caramel-like aroma from this one, but both of them have a very similar sort of profile to them. This has got more of like a filter coffee aroma coming through. A little bit more biscuity. But I'll tell you what, there's actually not that much between the two on aroma. And I'm not going to be doing a comparison because that's completely unfair. But both smell really damn good. So let's start off with the Rise and Shine. Cheers, everyone, and thanks again for anyone who came around and the stream should have started, but then had to wait literally 2 hours. Reverted back to my former self. Peter Swift said riband. It is riband, isn't it? Blue riband? I can't remember. I've not had that biscuit for a while. Anyway, let's give it a taste. Cheers, folks. Ooh. It's got a quite pronounced bitterness, this one. And looking at the beer now, it's not jet black. It's got me thinking of a thing I brought up in the review yesterday with the Wylam beer, where like when it comes to like similar ABV'd porters and stouts, where do you like sort of toe the line between what is a stout and what is a porter? Because this has actually got quite a light mouthfeel to it. Not watery or anything like that, but it's a little bit thin. 5.2%. I suppose it fits in line with its ABV. But that porter yesterday, the Macchiato, seemed to be a little bit bolder. But then I think that was like a 6.2 or something like that. So again, it's hard. It's sort of like when does a porter become a stout? And what really does differentiate a porter and a stout without going into style guides and things like that. No riband, no emphasis on the and, almost pronounced ribund. Okay. They are good biscuits, though, aren't they? Me and Rob from Hopscene have always said we want to have a beer brewed that truly replicates a Blue Riband. It's really easy drinking, this one. It's not the most complex of stouts. Coffee it's definitely there. It's a really toned down coffee stuff. Oh, lovely stuff. Yeah. Peter Swift, they are so good. Most chocolate biscuits are, because as you can tell, I'm a little bit of a fat boy. Yeah, just really nice, simple, easy drinking. It's probably got the least pronounced coffee flavour that I've had so far this week. You do get it there. It's almost got like a chocolate espresso flavour. With maybe a little bit more of a chocolate presence. Even though they've not used cacao in there at all. It's a subtle beer, but still tasty. Now we'll move on to the Finback. Get more of the sort of like roasty malts. Now it's been in the glass for a little bit. Let's give it a little bit of a swirl. Another sniff. And we'll give it a taste. Cheers, folks. Night and day. There's so much more going on with this. Obviously, it's 8%, so the body is bound to be a little bit more creamier and smoother. You definitely get a darker caramel flavour coming through on this one. Especially on the back end. This is definitely a little bit more of a sweeter beer, but it's not sweet as such. Let's see. Harry from Billy Nice Beer Review says, chug them. Fuck that. But hello, Harry. Jake says, happy birthday, mate. Thank you kindly. And I did very much appreciate your auto-corrected birthday message on Facebook. My God. This is good. This is definitely good. Thomas from Window Beer Review says hi. And then says chug them. And then Thomas McCarthy jumps on the chug train, requests me to chug them. I'm not chugging them. It's not been that sort of birthday. I was worried that it might have been that sort of birthday, but even in Vokes anyway. Oh yeah, it's a very noticeable difference. But again, I don't want to compare them because I think that's really unfair. But it's definitely bolder, a little bit more rounded, smoother, silkier. The slightly more of a milk chocolatey sort of flavour. It definitely has a blue ribboned character to it. And then, of course, when you go back to this, it does taste a little bit watery, but that's because I've gone from this quite a gluggy 8% stout, to be fair. I would say, though, in terms of coffee beers, although it's not much, you do get more of the coffee from the Rise and Shine. Interesting. Let's see what sort of coffee flavour I can get from the Finback one. See, this has got more, I would say, of a frappuccino sort of flavour. Frappuccino with a bit of caramel syrup. And this is more along the lines of, even though there's really not really that many crazy adjuncts in there, this is something more like a sweeter pastry stout. Whereas this is a bit more of like a sensible, just modestly ABV stout. Paul from Baybury News, evening Paul, says, cheers brother, sounds a bit thin to me. Yeah, I would agree. Very much in this one. I mean, both of them are really nice on their own merits, but if I were to pick a favourite out of the two, it's got to be the Finback, and not just because it's Finback. I say that. You've heard me fucking gush over other half. But just because it's at the brewery, I don't like instantly fawn over it, if that makes sense. But still, this is a damn good stout, but it's just not as coffee forward. That's the Rise and Shine, and the Rise and Shine doesn't exactly have coffee flavour by the bucket load. But they are both good stouts indeed. The Macchiato seems to have more of a, even though it's not an imperial stout, it's got more. It tastes quite like a really nice imperial stout, without any of the warmth or the alcohol. I mean, even for 8%, it's damn drinkable. It's ridiculous It's just a little bit more creamy. It's got a little bit more of like a slight melted chocolate element to it. In fact, you'd probably, if you'd just be poured some of this, you'd think it was like a chocolate caramel stout as opposed to a coffee caramel stout. That's damn good. That is really, really good. But as I said, in terms of a coffee beer, I don't know, maybe do I want a bit more coffee in there? I don't know. I just don't know, but it's a damn good stout, and I would definitely have that again. This, however, it's all right. It's got more of a bitter chocolate, but then again, I'm probably getting the sweeter flavours from the Finback, and it's mixing with some of the flavours in this one. But as I said, I'm not going to say like, oh, comparing the two and giving one a winner. But out of the two, I would say that the Finback is a little bit more decadent and indulgent. It just misses some of that coffee, and I think I've made that same point about 6 fucking times in the space of a few minutes. I mean, both these beers are not going to last long at all. But I think these will be the only beers of the day. But then I'm very tempted because I've got Troubles in the fridge. Do I end my night on a Troubles? I don't know. I've got no work to go to tomorrow. And to be honest, I haven't been. These are the first 2 drinks that I'm having on my birthday. So, you know, you never know. I might crack open a triple IPA, or I've got that yuzu and orange IPA from Finback, so I might crack open that. I don't know, or I might just see these through to the rest of the evening before I go to bed. But then again, I might be wide because they've got coffee in them. But yeah, this is good. I'm enjoying that one a little bit more than the Black Iris one, but I don't want to throw shade. I've been using that term a lot recently, haven't I? Throw shade. Anyway, bit of a waffle there. It's been a bit of a rambly, repetitive live stream tonight. So, what I'm going to do is now, basically, so a number between 1 and 10. You can't have 7, you can't have 6, and you can't have 2. And let's see if someone can beat James Rothwell to pick in a number to say what beer we're going to be drinking tomorrow. So, yeah, a number between 1 and 10, but you can't have 7, 6, or 2. And Brian sneaks in there with number 4. So, well, first of all, massive thank you to James for picking the 2 numbers for today's review. His streak ends now, and Brian picks number 4, which is, I've got my box of coffee beers next to me because I'm a sad bastard, but you all knew that already. Where's it gone? So number 4 is Full Fathom 5. Paul, you're just a little bit too late. I'm looking forward to 20 caramel chocolate orange imperial stout. Ooh, who's brewed that, or is that the one that I've got here? No, I don't have a chocolate orange imperial stout. What the fuck am I talking about? But yeah, we're going over to North tomorrow. Full Fathom 5, which is a coffee coconut porter. This is a beer that I have had. God, that would have been probably roughly around this time last year, because I was going back and forth, staying with Psycho Bitch, before I realised I was in a mentally abusive relationship. But yeah, I mean, it meant that I got to spend weekends in Leeds, which is good in itself. But yeah, I remember picking that up and picking the that double IPA that was really popular as well. And I did a review while I was on the train home from Leeds. because we went to the small tap room. It's not a tap room. The small bar that North have in Leeds, not the big one with like the glass walls and where Little Bow Boy is. And yeah, pick this glass up as well. So I'll have to clean that glass so we've got brand appropriate glassware for tomorrow. Let's see. I think that was the first North brew I ever had. Oh, nice. What did you make of it? Because I can't remember specifically any details about it. I just remember drinking it and enjoying it. Don't know how potent the coconut flavour was or what sort of coconut flavour it was. But yeah, what did you think of it? And if anybody's watching this now and they've tried either Rise or Shine or Macchiato from Finback, let me know your thoughts and opinions, because I don't want to jump off just yet. I can't stop drinking this. This is awesome. And now that I'm focusing my attention on this beer, I am getting a little bit more of that coffee flavour. It's got more of a coffee aftertaste. I mean, there is that sort of like earthy coffee bean flavour in there, but it does have a flavour of a brewed coffee as well. Lovely stuff. Paul says, hashtag psycho bitch. Had it on draft in 2017. I don't remember the specifics. Gave it a 3.75 on Untapped. Still a good score. I've not used Untapped for absolutely ages. I don't know why though. Upper Crust instantly had their message retracted, but I can actually see it on the StreamYard stream. Found via Jimmy O on the Pinoir. Now I don't know if you. I should have probably just not read that if you retracted it, but let's see. I found you via Jimmy O. Yeah, thanks to Jimmy O, I think I got quite a boost in subscribers. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for scraping the bottom of the barrel of YouTube content. And no, I'm not talking about Jimmy's channel. I still need to actually jump on one of his live streams. I won't do it tonight because I've been overwhelmed with human interaction today. But yeah, I need to jump on one of his live streams, especially if what's his face, the guy, Steve, what's his name? The guy he had on his podcast, the one who was on Sean Atwood's, the guy from Blackburn. I can't remember what his name is, but he's popped on some of the streams as well. But yeah, I've got a lot of time and a lot of love for Jimmy. And I shall be making another appearance on his podcast at some point. We have discussed about it, but I really wouldn't want to share the details because you never know what would happen. Posting Adam's beer mail tonight, says Paul. Ooh, very nice. Did you already get yours from Adam? Or is it still in transit? Or did you receive it ages ago and I'm not out of the loop? Or did you mean you're posting the beer mail on YouTube? Pinot Noir and Brewdog Elvis Juice. Oh, Elvis Juice. See, I used to be a massive, massive fan of Elvis Juice, but I had a can recently just after Christmas. Well, it's not that recent. And I don't know. I didn't enjoy it as much as I used to because I used to buy that loads. I'd always buy 4 packs of Elvis Juice because it had grapefruit in it. And I love grapefruit IPAs. But yeah, that's quite a concoction there. Well, I don't think you drink them both together. Although I can imagine Elvis Juice could be good in a cocktail. Nice bit of mixology. But yeah, thanks again for joining the madness. Well, man, say it's boring as fuck on my streams because I'm a very dull person. But I think that's one thing I've got in common with Jimmy is we always put ourselves down and make out like we're both like mentally damaged. pour the rest of this in. So yeah, that's going to see me through what is a rather cold night here in Skelmersdale. But even when the sun's shining and the temperatures are high, it's still cold in Skem. Let's see. I received it last night before work. Okay. So you're going to be posting there. I'd be interested. I can't remember what he sent you. He has said some of the beers that he was sending over, but I look forward to watching that. Thomas says hello to Paul. Upper Crust says, I know I keep coming back to it. You're a connoisseur for sure. There's a word beginning with C that a lot of people would pick over a connoisseur. But I do appreciate that. Thank you. Just had Elvis juice and it was utter shit, says Paul. But it may have been a wonky 6-pack for age. Probably. Was that one that's brewed? Is it Ohio where Brewdog have their brewery in America? Or was it an import from here in the UK? Because I know that they've got a... I think that I'm not sure if it's if they're opening a bar in Las Vegas or if they've got a brew pub or something like that. But apparently they're going to have a special edition of Elvis juice. I mean, you know, the world's going shit, but James Watt can still travel to, you know, America, probably one of the worst hit countries when it comes to COVID. But it's essential travel because it's business, I suppose. But yeah, and Paul says, cheers, Thomas. Okay. Jacob here says, you going to jump on Harry's stream for a birthday drink after you've done? We will give you the bumps. I'll have both, thank you. But yeah, probably will actually if he's still live or even if it's offline. I didn't realise Harry was doing a stream. Well, Lucy messaged me early saying she was watching it, but is he doing one of his like live reviews where he reviews 3 beers? Yeah, I think I'm obliged now to get another beer. So if anybody's watching this, when I leave, go over to Blue Nose Beer Reviews channel. Not because I'm going over there. That's a deterrent if I've ever heard one. But yeah, good content. You're making me laugh already. Elvis on the shelves in X4 in Sussex. Oh well, I'm glad I can entertain. I think people come to watch my videos not necessarily for the beer reviews, but for other reasons. But hey, it's better than just being like so robotic with beer reviews. The 2021 equivalent of a pub crawl. That sounds good to me. Pub crawl? What's one of those? I hate people who make jokes like that. Or like, oh, when we used to be able to go out and all that sort of stuff. Well, I don't hate it because I make jokes like that myself. So, mind you, I hate myself, so it makes sense that I've got that viewpoint. But yeah, so that's it really. I know I was a bit late tonight. Do apologise once again for those who stuck around. Well, I know nobody would ever just sit around waiting for Lewis Drink to start streaming. If you did, I'm very sorry. But yeah, there's not enough hours in the day to waste them on me. But I do appreciate each and every one of you lovely people for wasting your time watching this channel. Really enjoying these live streams. I've been really enjoying this beer week so far. Because we're all gaylords in coastal towns in Sussex, apparently. Okay. Coastal town. I miss being able to go to coastal towns. Closest I've got is Southport, where since COVID set, I'd imagine the population's been hit pretty hard. No, I shouldn't make jokes like that. That's really scummy to make jokes like that, isn't it? But it is what it is. Anyway, folks, but yeah, both beers really recommended. Go for the Rise and Shine because it's a little bit more of just a simple, easy drinking, lower ABV stout. And if you can get your hands on the Macchiato, then definitely worth it. It's got a lovely, bold flavour to it. Both of them are really good in their own in their own right. Brighton and Worthing. See, I've never been to Brighton. I'd like to go to Brighton. In fact, I'm looking forward to being able to travel. I don't see a lot of people in my immediate vicinity like, oh, I miss going to the pub. I know, don't get me wrong, pubs are like the heartbeat of a community and that sort of stuff. And a lot of people are suffering now in that industry. But that to me isn't like the thing first on my mind when we are able to do stuff. See, I just want to travel without feeling guilty and putting people at risk. So yeah, I'll definitely be doing a lot more traveling, especially outside, because furthest I go to on a regular basis, like having a day in Leeds. I go to Manchester or Leeds, sometimes Liverpool. But yeah, once it's safe to do so, I'm going to do a lot more traveling around the UK. Do a Stuart Pickard and do an ale trail. Go to check out some local, more countryside pubs near to me. See what the offerings are like there. And happy birthday, says Thomas. Cheers and goodbye. Goodbye, Thomas. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the birthday wishes. As I said, it's been a good day. A lot better than I thought it would be. And yeah, my son is at uni in Leeds. I love Leeds. It's such a good city, and from what I've heard, it's got a really good university, or I might have a couple. I'm not too sure. And Upper Crust said cheers. Oh well, thanks again for stopping by, Upper Crust. And hopefully our paths will cross again. And you will see me on Jimmy's stream, so we can terror the guy who wears the red mask all the time. I won't, because I'm too pleasant and too shy to do shit like that. But yeah, thank you for stopping by, and thank you to everyone who stopped by. Go check out. I mean, it'll be about an hour, well, probably be tomorrow when I update the description. But go check out Black Iris. Go check out Outpost Coffee. Go check out Finback. Go check out the charity of choice today, which is the Mental Health Foundation. As I said, it's a very testing time. It kills me to think that as I'm here, not to put a downer on the stream, but I've had a really good day today on my birthday, and there'll be people around the UK and around the world who are having their birthdays today, and it's the worst day of their life. So, you've got to really count your blessings. Oh, thank you for that, Brian. And again, sorry for you waiting around earlier. But yeah, so I'm very lucky. So if I could just help at least one person, then that's good enough for me. And if I could entertain people, even though I'm probably one of the most shy and reserved introverts you'll ever meet in person, then it's a good time as well. And yeah, so thank you all for joining me. Hope you enjoyed this live stream. It's a bit all over the place. And if you're still around, go check out Blue Nose Beer Reviews here on YouTube, and you may see me pop over there if they're still live. I'm not too sure. But anyway, thanks for watching, and don't forget, tomorrow we've got Full Fathom 5 from North. So looking forward to that one. Anyway, thanks for watching, folks. You all take care. Enjoy the rest of your evening or day, morning, whenever you're watching this. And yeah, means a hell of a lot. And Friend Sunset, many happy returns, birthday bitch. Thank you, Friend Sunset. What a wonderful comment to end the stream on. Anyway, cheers for watching, folks. You all take care, stay safe, and take care of yourselves. Seriously, it's a shitty time at the moment. But God, just shut the fuck up and end the